A very good evening from the Emirates Stadium and tonight's FA Cup fourth round replay between Arsenal and Cardiff City. Over 3 weeks have passed since these two played out a compelling golden draw at Ninian Park, the original date for the rematch coinciding with a heavy snowfall here in North London. Since then, Emmanuel Adebayor has joined the Arsenal casualty list. Andre Arshavin is not eligible tonight. Emmanuel Aboué is suspended. But Eduardo has completed his long recovery from that fearful injury at Birmingham nearly a year ago and returns to the side along with Fabianski, Gibbs, Vela and Bendtner. 9 of the Cardiff City 11 started the first game. Since then, goalkeeper Peter Enkelman and centre-back Gabor Gepes have picked up injuries. In come the current England under-21 international goalkeeper Tom Heaton on loan from Manchester United, and Darren Purse, 32 last Saturday, and starting a game for the first time since November. This is for the right to face the season's outstanding cup team Burnley in the 5th round, with another home tie against Sheffield United or Hull City eventually in the quarter-finals. Cardiff City are well supported, a 7,500 strong invading army away to our right, and they're well rested too. They haven't played for 16 days. Maybe more importantly, they haven't lost since November. They are dangerous opponents for Arsenal tonight. Ross McCormack, their main goal-getter, winning the first free kick of the evening. The referee is Mark Halsey. And they have real width, albeit an offside flag up, catching Chris Burke. Beaten since November, 13 games. Arsenal themselves have not lost in 11. The last 4 have all been drawn. And Arsenal have scored just 1 goal in those 4 games. They conceded 1 in them too. Bendtner to Vela. Song. Nasri. Support from Bakary Sagna. And Bendtner is there! Played so well. It was a tempting cross, it tempted Tom Heaton, the Cardiff City goalkeeper, who made steps towards claiming the ball and then decided against it. Bendtner directed the header back across the face of the goal. Heaton would have had no chance. 4 times an FA Cup winner as manager of Arsenal. Their last trophy, 2005. Cormac. By Nasri. Bendtner onto Eduardo. That's a terrific pass for Vela. Vela going for glory himself. Oh, and why not? Bendtner's there and Heaton's in the way for a second time. Beautifully engineered break. Eduardo finding Vela. He had options left and right, but he decided to go for it. The second save from Heaton was the better one from Bendtner. Arsenal with the early pressure. Nasri. Vela back on the ball. Bright start from the young Mexican. Nasri trying to find a way out of the cul-de-sac, finds Vela. Gibbs with a chance to cross. Gallas is in there. Forced away by Heaton, who's too busy for Cardiff City's liking. Haven't got started as yet, Dave Jones' team. Tom Heaton certainly got started. Made 3 or 4 excellent stops. Being watched by the current England under-21 coach. Heaton played most of the match against Ecuador last week, a rare defeat for Stuart Pearce's team. Daniels. Header by Purse, doesn't quite get the job done. Here's Bakary Sagna. Nasri. Nasri's cross. Gallagher still in there. Nielsen finding Nasri. It's incessant pressure. Turned in by Bendtner and turned just wide by Eduardo. Well, those are going to be his night. He played half an hour for Croatia last week, but this is his Arsenal homecoming tonight. Maybe press into service a little earlier than Arsene Wenger would have ideally wanted. Nielsen sharply in. Well seen by Johnson. Well won back by Nielsen. Eduardo going from long range. Well, his instincts were good. He was aware that Heaton was off his line. Bothroyd. Burke. Ray. Joe Ledley. Bothroyd back to Gavin Ray, sat up for him invitingly, thought about a shot, instead found Ledley, and now McCormack. Blocked by Toure. Nasri picks out Bendtner. Vela. Haven't quite had that under his spell, Carlos Vela, but he's found Nasri. And here's Eduardo, and here's Vela, and here's Eduardo. Cut back towards Bendtner, just wouldn't quite happen for him. Really good covering from full-back by McNaughton, but Eduardo looks like he's never been away. Very quickly up to speed, Eduardo. Bright ideas, good movement, unselfishly cut back towards Bendtner. Arsenal could, maybe should have been in front by now. Eduardo. Nielsen to Song. Sanya to Nasri. Eduardo giving it back to Nasri. Song. Bendtner. As much as they can do to clear their lines. Toure, Nasri, Bendtner. Here's Kolo Toure. It's opened up for him, and Heaton has to make yet another stop. Not the first time we've seen an Arsenal defender chancing his arm and joining the attack. Playing with a lot of purpose, a lot of self-assurance tonight, Arsenal. Came very early. The referee had a good long look at that. Here come Arsenal once more. Vela, Eduardo. Vela on the overlap. Eduardo! Talk about the romance of the FA Cup. There will be no happier story in this season's competition than that moment in the recovery of Eduardo da Silva. 20 minutes into his Arsenal comeback, he heads them in front. Some things are just meant to be. Very little emotion from the man himself. He's been a hell and back in the last year, but he's looked bright and creative from the outset tonight, and he picked his spot beautifully when Vela provided him with a chance. And Eduardo da Silva is back, official. McNaughton. Gibson able to clear, Burke trying to make something of it. Corner kick this time. Glance, it looks as if the ball might have gone out. Off Chris Burke. 12, Roger Johnson, is particularly dangerous in these situations. Darren Purse is forward too. It's in short to Johnson. Well worked. And that's the first breath of a threat from Cardiff City. Right back leading the charge. He's out of position now. Ray. Bothroyd. Outnumbered. Quite literally outgunned. Nasri. Still some in, Nasri! Heaton did just about enough. And Darren Purse prevented it from going for a corner. The danger hasn't passed. Here's Nicholas Bendtner. Vela. Eduardo. Did well to find Bendtner. Vela. Bendtner. Denilson. Cardiff City on the ropes. Led away by McNaughton. McCormack down the other end of the field. That was rash from Gallas. But apart from anything else, just eased the pressure on Cardiff at a time when they couldn't get out. Nasri's run with the ball in a mesmeric way tonight. Did move a little bit. Heaton got everything behind it. Although he mishandled, he rode his luck. Star-studded Arsenal casualty list. Bendtner. He's looking for Vela. Ran away from Ray. Song. Slid through the eye of the needle for Vela. Gibbs overlapping, corner kick. They just keep coming. Norton's resisted as well as anybody so far. It's two! It's Nicholas Bendtner. Glanced in with the minimum of fuss. No more than Arsenal's dominance of the opening half hour and more as deserved. Bendtner rising highest at the near post to glance the ball beyond Tom Heaton. Got to the front of the queue for the corner and just directed it. Stole a yard on Darren Purse. Jumped unopposed, but it was beautifully angled beyond Heaton. On by Bendtner. Here's Eduardo. Samir Nasri. Set up Sanya to cross. Terrific turn by Vela, kept up by Heaton and then by the post. Bendtner, surely no! Twice the goalkeeper. Once is upright, denying Arsenal. Twice Bendtner, once Vela. Why is it not 3-0? Nasri. Easier this time for Tom Heaton. Well, Cardiff City are getting beaten and their goalkeeper's been their best player. Beautifully brought down by Vela, save with the foot, then with the post, and then miraculously with his left hand. Heaton's second save was a thing of wonder. How does he do that? There's a coconut shy back there at times. Scored if he'd had those pink boots on. He might well hide his head. Gibbs. Song. Arsenal have been simply too good. An evening almost too good to be true for Eduardo da Silva, who took less than 20 minutes to announce his return to the front line. The half-time score in this FA Cup replay, sponsored by E.ON, Arsenal 2, Cardiff City 0. We'll be back. We are at the Emirates Stadium for a fourth-round FA Cup replay, sponsored by E.ON. And so far, a pretty one-sided replay. Arsenal playing with verve and dash, and no little style, could quite easily have had a lead twice as big. Cardiff City, who haven't played at all for over a fortnight, a shadow of the side that had the better of the first half of the first game. That may prove to have been their big chance. Certainly got to take the game to Arsenal from the off now. That may just play into the hands of Arsene Wenger's team. Here's Bothroyd. Now McCormack. Toure recovered. He's kept him brilliantly by Vela for Bendtner. Norton got back there. Handball by the right back. Vela. Could go all the way here. Fantastic run by Vela. Blocked in the end by Johnson. Slalom run by the teenage Mexican. Almost took him all the way. Terrific stuff from Kolo Toure. Even better though from Carlos Vela. Away from McNaughton, running at pace. Ball almost glued to his toe, but all credit to Roger Johnson, who stood up, didn't dive in, made the block. It's clever from Nasri. Sanya. Eduardo. Still on the ball. Away by Pearce. It's been a brightness of mind from Eduardo as much as anything tonight. I think his legs are just starting to get a little weary, understandably. But he's been immediately in tune with the men around him from the outset. Here's to Nielsen. Fed into Gibbs. Turned away by Darren Pearce in the nick of time. Nicely timed, both the pass and the run. Bendtner was loitering. Now 3 takes. Sanya trying to make something of it. The Nielsen just unable to link up with Bendtner. Arsenal getting up to speed again. Bakary Sanya. Here's Samir Nasri. Given away by Song to Bothroyd, who has been right and left. Going for glory himself. Well, Fabianski had to hang on, with McCormack closing in. Bothroyd has never lacked for self-belief. Trying to score against the club that gave him a start in the game. It's Bendtner. Danielson. By Vela. And looking for the return ball, which eventually Vela catches up with. Arsenal throw. Danielson. Vela. Bendtner. Vela. Down he goes. Referee has looked, shakes his head. Still not cleared. It's all a little little untidy. The penalty appeals were somewhat half-hearted. Nasri keeping the pressure on. Bendtner! Stopped again by the foot of Tom Heaton. Set up for Nielsen this time. Eduardo trying to dig it out. Down he goes. Penalty. He scored a goal, and now he's won a penalty on his return. And Cardiff City could just never quite stem the flow of the building pressure towards their goal. It was a rather clumsy sort of challenge to the wrong side by Gavin Ray. Down went Eduardo da Silva. And with almost an hour gone, a chance for him to add to the dream that he had last night. This is surely how it went. It's been a long, long, long way back for Eduardo da Silva. But the journey is complete. His second goal of the night surely secures Arsenal's place in the fifth round of the competition. Smile, breaks his poker face. Who's he going to say thank you to? I was thinking that's a member of the Arsenal medical team. They will have spent an awful lot of the last year together. An emotional round of applause for the young Croatian as he slots home the penalty, which he won. 2 for Eduardo, 3 for Arsenal. Ledley. And offered by Sol, cleared by Sane. Free kick has been given. Challenge on Ledley. Sol had some catching up to do. Nudged him from behind and then gave him a clout across the back of the head with his foot unwittingly. It will be McCormack, deflected. By the look on his face, it was on target. Corner kick. Forced down by Pearce, Johnson trying to turn. Bendtner was back there. Kennedy. Pearce. It's run into trouble. Arsenal can break. Cardiff a little bare at the back, but Norton's got some catching up to do. Bendtner couldn't quite elude him. Resolute defending that by McNaughton. Nielsen. Oh, and Kennedy couldn't cut it out, and here's Nasri. It's a great chance for Eduardo's hat-trick! Tom Heaton spoiled the party. The young Cardiff goalkeeper just hadn't read the script. Everybody in front of him allowed the ball to get through to Eduardo. McNaughton. Cardiff throw. He's not going to get the hat-trick, but I have a feeling that the match ball will end up in the Eduardo household as a souvenir of a breakthrough night. He said he was ready to return, but in 67 minutes of football he has proved that he's ready to return. He'll be a little achy in the morning, but it won't be long before he's challenging the likes of Robin van Persie for a regular spot in the Arsenal attack. Big moment too for Aaron Ramsey coming on against his mother club. And there's the headline writer. And a really heartening headline, because everybody in football will welcome back Eduardo after such a terrible injury. We can do without that, can't we? What a shame if that implement shares some of those headlines with Eduardo. Ron. Michael through it. Cleared though by Sanya, and here they come again with Van Persie. Bischoff to Bendtner. Van Persie! Just trying to stroke it into Ramsey's path in the end. From the quite upstaged Eduardo, but a goal for Aaron Ramsey would create a story of its own. McNaught. Forward by Blake. Waiting and waiting. Sanya tidy. Cinderella. Ramsey. Sold short by Sol. Shimmick goes to it. There goes Jay Bothroyd. Whittingham. Easy enough for Fabianski. That's a missile, believe it or not. He'll be very difficult to find on the way out, will he? Go through there. Daniels. Van Persie! It's a good stop there by Heat. Hit at him. But hit at him. That's great velocity by Robin Van Persie. Just onside. Goes Burke, Fabianski out well. Now, where are you off to? Arsenal do play this total football. There goes Bendtner. And now Van Persie with a chance to round it off. Only ever won our cup. Robin Van Persie puts the seal on Eduardo's night with a fourth Arsenal goal. Tom Heaton, who has resisted gamely, totally exposed. Ricky Shimmick taking on a bit too much. And from that moment onwards, Cardiff City were undone. And Robin Van Persie was set to slot home his 14th goal of the season. Norton. Right-hand ball by Gibbs, advantage played, not taken. Here's a Cardiff throw. Now. Gibbs has grown a little bit more tonight. On by Bischoff for Bendtner. Still looking for goals. Lofted in, Van Persie! And for the second time tonight, Tom Heaton's goalpost comes to his rescue. How many could Arsenal have had? But Persie will feel he should have scored. Oh, they can laugh about it though. First win for a month. It's another FA Cup fairy tale. Not a giant killing this time, but a heartwarming story of a man whose very career was in doubt this time last year. Eduardo's rehabilitation completed with 2 of the 4 goals in a stirring Arsenal performance. Cardiff City couldn't live with them. 2 home ties now ushering Arsenal towards the Wembley semi-finals. All the reaction from the Emirates and a review of the weekend's other cup action coming up in just a moment. Final score here, Arsenal 4, Cardiff City 0.